Hi guys. So it's been a minute. Not the most amazing background because, well, I'm moving currently. So I just wanted to jump in here and say Happy Easter. Easter is this time that brings hope and magic and colors into the universe. There's a Lego pillow, but just this reminder to learn how to embrace that energy as it comes through the collective, right? And what to do with it. So one thing I've done as I've spoke to you guys over the years is just how my journey kind of parallels with where we are and also how to help you through your journey. Just any ways that maybe has given you relief or hope or just some way to make like bring some magic into your just everyday living. I just always want to be that human because I've talked to you guys like my experience was so painful. So how now as you're moving along, how can you traverse? So a couple things that came up for me that throughout this last, I don't know, like 6 months that have kind of given me relief or just a relaxation of knowing like, okay, maybe you know who your twin is, you and your twin aren't in contact, and like how to basically jump on your surfboard and ride that energy but not make it have like such a painful boundary on you or like an anchor that it pulls you down or weighs you down from other experiences. So there's a lot of spiritual people that disagree with what probably I'm getting ready to say, but it's really helped me, and it's really just given me such a new outlook. And I've always said like long road trips always help, and like meditation and bringing just you it's like an adventure. You run into things you're not used to. It gets you out of your head. It makes you see things from afar. And the other thing, not that everybody can do this, but also just moving and creating what you want around you. And I'm such a person that I'm very physically affected by my surroundings. So how did I basically manifest this new beginning? And why I bring it up to you is it's similar to Easter, right? A lot of people believe in materialistic items and ways they can purchase things and buy things that make them happy. And I would say, what if you looked at your life like almost like there's Easter eggs in your life every day that are full of adventure and spirit and curiosity, and opening your heart to allow those to kind of unfold into your life, and seeing kind of what the universe is like brings to you, right? And I'm such a believer that the universe is always working for you. So, one of the things I kept wanting to manifest moving forward was community and that sense of like neighborhood and people helping one another and moving into a new place and there being a plant on my doorstep or just different people stepping in my life that want to spend time with me, just for being me, right? And then at the exact same time, how could I learn how to raise the collective in a different manner? So I work with energy as an artist. That's what I was doing in LA full time, and I decided to go back to the corporate world literally to get my head and body into a new space and see what it would feel like to use my spiritual gifts basically in a different forum. And it's really helped because now that I'm aligning and I'm more balanced and I have a 8 to 5 job, as they call it, and working in the energy field, it's just a new outlook, right? It's making my brain work differently. I'm using different vocabulary, and it just makes you get out of your way. It's not to the place where I've forgotten the twin flame journey or it becomes a full moon and I'm not, tired or, looking at the stars or the moon in that way that it's just the magic. But it makes you step back and just start seeing life as a place of, everybody chooses where they want to be and what they want to do. And that's kind of what this world is about. We do, at the end of the day, have a choice of where we want to put our energy or where we believe in this moment we should be. And sometimes our minds get in the way of following your heart. But what's really interesting and where I'm going with this is the collective. And so, what I'm really feeling is for the last, I don't know, 5 years basically, or 4 years, I noticed that when I was very much in my masculine energy. When I met my twin flame, I deeply went into my more feminine energy to be more vulnerable, and in turn, I went like all the way probably 75 feminine, 25% masculine. And now I've done the complete opposite. Now I'm back to 75% masculine, 25% feminine, not non-apologetic for myself, just footloose, fancy free, really just like taking all the control and like bossing up in the corporate world. So I bring this to you because I'm intrigued because to say this because I definitely feel this balancement of people that have truly done the work and are kind of coming out on the other side. And I think if you've been on my channel for a while and you've done all those different exercises we've come up with, I'm really intrigued to see where you guys fall on this spectrum as well, because I feel like I'm out on the other side and now I can see how things are more incorporated, or how you can be more open to different experiences and adventures, even if you're not with your twin, or you may be with your twin. And also, how can you respectfully still use the energy of the person you fell in love with, as your twin, and know that they're still out there, and know there maybe you have no answers, or maybe you're moving on with your life, however that may look like, and being able to kind of let go, right? And Abraham Hicks talks a lot about that. I'm really big into Abraham Hicks, but she kind of says that thing of when you let go of the resistance. I always see a kid like holding on to a string to a boat, and as odd as that sounds, and instead of pulling the boat through the water, at some point you kind of just let it be, right? And you let it spin and take the current how it will. And that's kind of the twin flame journey, right? If you really truly believe in it, you let it go. And if you do believe in it, you realize it's energy and you're polarizing. You still speak to one another in dreams. You can still stare at the stars or meditate and get to that higher place to communicate. You're still connected, right? Even if somebody wants to say, well, it's like you guys are tied together with a red string, and somebody ties a knot and it's over, right? That's the end of the connection. Then allow them to believe what they want, just like you may believe what you want. Like I don't believe that. I believe that whether you have 15 soulmates or 15 twin flames or whatever you want to call, I do believe energy, once it connects in a certain manner, it was almost connected before it like thrived with one another, or heated up, or you got together, whatever you want to call it, just like molecules. And then even when you might go back to your separate playing field and tell it yourselves whatever you want, it's the energy still is encompassed by almost like a force field. And when they align or they come back together, you're still going to have a connection, whatever that is, and however you choose to interact with that energy or use it in your day-to-day life. I don't think that ever changes. What I do think changes is you get to pick and choose on how you think you can interact. I do believe that when you cut short any type of energy with any soulmate and you kind of don't write it out for whatever reason, it continues to come up. I just believe that's how energy works. And it's like when you get close to one another, just like two molecules and they're going back and forth, if you try to pull them apart, that builds resistance to sling back together. So, the universe is working for you. This is what I'll say to that. And once you let go, allow the universe to work however it needs to show up for you or allow you to see what you need to see from the display of that. And for me, and where I'm going, I've noticed now when I feel the energy waves or the collective or whatever you might call it, I'm able to really, like, as they say, jump up on your surfboard and ride the energy and really get in one with it. And immediately what comes up is when I used to snowboard going down a mountain, it's like when you just get a really good flow, and you get your turns perfect, the snow is perfect, and you're just going and you're kind of just one with the mountain. Now that I'm able to see it and feel it, I notice I'm able to do that. And I think the more that you can allow that energy to go through you and use it for a modality like creativity or a modality of like, speaking, painting, whatever the case may be, you're doing your part for the collective, which is you're trying to raise it, you're trying to make it a place with more love. So anyway, you can channel that energy and throw it into the collective. Um, I don't know. It's very healing and very Raphael in energy, right? The Archangel Raphael. Because I keep seeing green all around me. So with that being said, I'm gonna pull some cards. Gabriel bounced up first. Not surprising. So this is Archangel. I've always say of the twin flames. I really like Gabriel. He comes across to me as a gay boy. It's different energy for different people, of course. And some people see him as a her. So, whatever you see, whatever you feel, just let it flow. He's also the angel of creativity. Ooh, he wants to talk. Okay, keep going is the first one that comes up. Not surprising. Use the energy of any disappointments to fuel your creative projects with authentic emotion. Okay, come on, that's crazy. I love that. I literally just said that and it flew out of the deck. That is so amazing. So, right, the more authentic we get, and the more we're just unapologetic. Unapologetic is I think not apologizing for who we are and really living by our heart space is what will continue to like gravitate people to you, and you're living just this really amazing, vibrant, abundant life. The more authentic you can be with yourself. So that was really awesome. Okay. I love that I pulled that. Okay, next, let's see what comes up. Oh, okay. So these three flew across and I caught them. So pay attention to your dreams. Crazy enough, my dreams have been really vivid the last 3 nights. I've been exercising on the regular, I'm meditating, so I'm not surprised. But so pay attention to your dreams, see what comes through. You're receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind where they appear in order to help you. One thing I notice when I dream sometimes is it's a healing process because different energy. Wait, the same energy might come through from another person that I see or I feel them on this, on like everyday life through other people in different forms, right? And what I mean by that is maybe your best friend's energy that you really like comes through as a lover in your dreams. So really pay attention to that transference right now. It'll get you a lot more aligned with being open to whatever is to come. Have confidence in your creations. I love that because that's exactly how I'm feeling. Just standing in it, more masculine energy, more ego, and just allowing yourself to really just, be aligned is great. So trust in the power of God's creativity, which is being manifested through you. I love that. Sensitivity. Your sensitive feelings are your muse and inspiration for your creativity. If you follow my station, most likely you're sensitive, you're intuitive. Um, you might be a little bit more introvert. You're touchy feely. That kind of goes with the territory here. And just know you're deserving, right? And you, like all God's children, deserve happiness, health, and love. I love that. I couldn't have picked 5 cards to come out to say exactly what I wanted to say to you guys. And the irony is I don't know if I even pulled those 5-2 cards since I've even had this deck. So kind of interesting, but that those 5 cards align with like hope, courage, love, not having fear, just breathing in tomorrow, being open to it, and seeing, really what comes through. And remember, life's like Easter eggs. Like, start manifesting your desire for the universe to show up for you, and then, sit back and allow the universe to like, send you little Easter eggs. Maybe it's a new best friend, maybe it's a lover, maybe it's a new family, whatever you're wanting to manifest. Maybe it's abundance, maybe it's you're looking for a certain amount of money or a new job or whatever that may be. So anyways, give yourself like some grace and allow for it. Okay. 4 of Ariel comes out. If you follow Liz, she talks about Ariel. I see her every once in a while. Definitely a twin flame angel. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change extremes in how you save or spend money. I like this because it's saying just to breathe through, right? So if you're being resistant to change right now, one of the things that really helps me when I'm resisting changes, I find a new path to work or just to life. Like I'm going to the grocery store, I take a new route. I do things I'd never do, right? Like maybe so I like to go to bed pretty early. I'm not a big drinker. But then I'm like, well, if I'm meant to meet people at my new place, then when someone asks me to do something, even if it's during a work week, go. It's like you don't have to stay long. Go for an hour. It's not going to hurt you. You could still get in bed by a certain time. You're not dead. So, anyways, I think that's one. And also, I'm a big proponent in sometimes just giving little trinkets to people, whether it's a hug or a smile or a compliment. It doesn't even have to be abundance. Just kind of comes back, right? It's all about the karma, the karma, the karma. So, anyways, okay. This is such a beautiful reading. Okay, King of Michael popped out. Oh, I love this one. Um, and anytime you think of a king, like especially Michael, you're thinking of this like proud, noble man who just shows up for you and gives you all the confidence in yourself that you could want, right? He's also normally the first person or the first archangel that steps through in our spiritual awakening. He was mine, big and blue. So, it's just that reminder that he comes through, he's there, he has his sword, he's telling you you're strong enough to do this. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. And I really like that because, it might even be a reminder that if your twin were to reach out, stand in your integrity, push it back on them also. Like, I stand here in my integrity today. This is how I see it. This is how I feel. And allow them to have the same space. And perhaps that they come through with that wisdom and they're able to use their objectivity to a degree that they're able to see through some things and get out of their head and see your heart space. So I love that. I don't know. I'm getting this feeling to push those down and pull another. That's what they're saying. So let's just see what slides out. God, this is a really good reading. I really needed this, so I didn't know what I was gonna say when I came on here today. So it's such, another reminder that you can, even if you step away, you can channel, you can get back into it by just opening your heart and reminding yourself like you are, a child of God and everything's working in your favor. Just show up. Today I sat and I was like, oh God, like look at my background. I didn't even think about that. I'm just like, I have to show up. It's been a minute to do a reading and this is my time. I'm just gonna do it. And I didn't sit and think like, oh, what might people think of me? I thought, if this can help one person, it's worth it. Just do it. It's one person. So Anyways, I hope I'm helping someone. So 7 at Ariel. Um, Ariel's all around us right now. And I see Ariel more in orange, but they're pink cards. She comes through very faint, almost like yellow. And I don't know. I like her wisdom and her guidance. So you have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. For me right now, I've gallery has reached out to me, and I'm starting to get back into painting, get back into my ideas, get back into like business work on the side. And where does that creativity fall in my life now? So reminding, you guys that even if you are working your 8 to 5 job or whatever the case may be, being open, like how do you do that side hustle? What part of your integrity can you align with to just maybe assist other people? Like, where's your community? I've always known some part of my modality is probably teaching. I've yet to figure that out. But that's what this time's about. Just being open and seeing kind of like how it falls. So, okay. Peace. Archangel Azrael. This is such a great card. Look how beautiful that is. Like, if there were a card that represented Easter, I mean, gosh, very Gorgina. Okay, release the past. There is a more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. I love that. Okay, so believe in the unknown. Like, it's God. I'm so glad I pulled that card. Sorry, I just kept getting this feeling. Pull one more card. So I was like, wow, really, really, really. My heart tells me I should stop because this is such a perfect reading. But I can't. These cards are calling me. They're the Archangel Oracle cards. I don't know why, but I just hear this little voice in me like, finish it off with one of these. So I'm going to do it. I did not even know what color these cards were, but that orange yellow is how I see the angel Azrael, very faint in the background always. So it is kind of intriguing that I just talked about that color, and there it is. So let's see. So one more card for the collective before I get off here. God, this reading's just like making me buzz from ear to ear. Just believe in yourself, you guys. Follow your intuition, follow your heart, and you'll end up right where you're meant to end up, to feel really the energy you're meant to have around you, right? Create that. Use your thought process to manifest it and make yourself feel that way where you go, and it just attracts. Anyways, healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael. I could not, I am so on fire on this reading. It's spectacular. Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. This just makes my absolute just I am glowing. So I took caffeine out of my diet. I've also just got all the sweets out. If you really know me, I have a massive sweet tooth. So just getting rid of those two things, working out, it's just, it's really good, right? So just eating healthy, feeling healthy, channeling so much easier. I can just jump into it. And in turn, I'm like, there's no emotional triggers. It's very balanced. So I love you. If you made it this far in my reading, thank you for listening to me. I hope it added a little love or light into your life. And if you're going through something really hard, I think if anything, or I hope if anything, this is just a massive spiritual hug, and sending love to you. And I hope you had a great Easter. Have a good evening.